guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I really want to talk about how to survive spring. I've noticed lately on my college campus, it's the back half of spring semester and everyone is really getting stressed out, both professors and staff and students, and people are getting sick. So I wanted to make a video to talk about some tricks and advice I have about how to survive spring, and I think it also can apply to people who aren't in the school life right now, but I think you can apply it to work life and just in general being stressed. I just think spring's a big area where people generally get stress and get sick, especially with allergies. So yeah, hopefully this can help you and make it easier to complete your goals for this semester and this spring. So first I'll focus on workload and that kind of stress, because I think if you handle this well, it alleviates the sick factor, which I'll talk after. So obviously during the spring, a lot of work kind of builds up and starts getting finalized, like due dates are coming up, and honestly, everyone talks about it, but you have to be organized. If you're having a lot of due dates coming up, whether it be finishing a deal during work or during school, you're finishing a project, a paper, you have exams, you need a place, be it a journal or a planner, if it's just a sticky note on your computer. You need to have those due dates in front of you and you need to visualize it so you know what kind of time you have to complete your goals and complete your work. And that alleviates a huge amount of stress if you can really kind of figure out your time schedule, because then you can start planning out, okay, I need to do this amount of work today, this amount tomorrow, because I have the final project, paper, whatever, due in 2 days from now. Which seems self-explanatory, but I think when you have a lot of moving pieces like that, if it's just one deadline, it's pretty easy to manage. But if you have 3, 4, 5, whatever, all happening at the same kind of month, I feel like April is a huge month for that, it definitely can just kind of wow you and you're just overwhelmed. So managing your time and really putting those due dates out, see them, visualize them, that really helps alleviate and make sure you're on top of things, because the last thing you want is to forget a due date or finalize of something. It also then leads to helping you divvy out the work, whether you're in a group project, work environment, self, you need to be able to divvy up the work, and that also alleviates stress. Again, I think the best way to do that, for me at least, is to write it out. If you're a visual, tactile learner, writing it out is key, but I know some people, it's just journals, planners, they just don't work for them. So I suggest usually you can have a little sticky note running on your desktop, your laptop, screensaver. Those help as well. So going off organizing your workload, you also need to organize your leisure time and your non-workload. That sounds weird, but you need to give yourself time to decompress and relax, whether it be a 10-minute break to watch a YouTube video or watch a 20-minute episode of your favorite TV show, read for fun. You need to give yourself some time to relax, because you can't be in all work mode 24/7 for a long extended period. It doesn't work that way. I know sometimes you think you can, hulk it out and just get it done, but when it's a whole month or however long your stressful springtime is, you need to give yourself a break. And sometimes that means, I'm going to stay in tonight and just decompress and relax, watch some movies or TV shows. Personally, I knit or crochet, whatever it be. Give yourself that time throughout the day. If it's just 10 minutes, it goes a long way. On top of that, you have to plan out and organize your sleep. It kind of will blend into the health tricks and tips, but I know everyone tells you this, but you have to get sleep. You have to sleep. And it can be stressful sometimes because you have so much work and you're like, I can't sleep right now, I really want to finish. However, much more of the paper you have to do tonight or finish writing a brief, whatever it is, you need to sleep. And the first step, I think, for that is to really be mindful about how much sleep do I really need. For me, I know I need 8 hours of sleep. Hard stop. I do. Can I get away with 7 sometimes? Of course, but I can't do that daily. So if I know, okay, Monday I have a lot of work I have to get done for Tuesday, then I stay up a little later or I wake up a little earlier, fine, I'll only get 7 hours, or I can't really go past or under 6, but whatever amount of time that you can kind of cut back from your sleep, so be it. I wouldn't stray past an hour difference from how much sleep you really need, but don't do it the next day. You can't consistently cut yourself short from your sleep pattern, because that's going to cause you to A, be less energized to do your work, and B, it can cause your immune system to go down and then you'll get sick. And so I think the best way to approach this is to plan out your sleep time as well, and hopefully that can alleviate some stress too, knowing that you are going to get 8 hours or however much sleep you do need. And then on the weekends, give yourself permission, if you need to, take some naps, give yourself a little more time to relax or ease yourself up in waking yourself up in the morning. It really is necessary that you get the correct amount of sleep, however much you need. So I know it's not easy to sleep in a stressful time, especially when you have multiple deadlines to make. The best solution I have found for trying to go to bed and your mind's just racing, I have so much to do, make a to-do list. Even if you have one, make one right before you go to bed, whether it be on your phone in the notes or actually take a sticky note and write it out. I think letting yourself do that right before lets you get that stress out of your head and on paper or on your phone, and it really decompresses you faster when you're trying to go to bed. Especially if you have insomnia or issues, I highly suggest just writing it out. It really does make a difference. And then afterwards, either just try to sleep or kind of read something for fun. I know there's like different views about watching TV or being on your screen at night, so if you know you're sensitive to that, definitely just read an article from a magazine you have or a book you have. I have my positivity book that I showed you and one of my favorites. I sometimes do that just to decompress. Coloring is great. I thoroughly enjoy adult coloring books. They're really fun. So just do something light and non-work related right before you go to bed after you write out your to-do list. That really just helps your mind allow itself to relax, and you'll fall asleep faster, and I think you really sleep better in. So now transitioning from organization of both workload and leisure time, health is very important. Everyone right now is getting sick, both my friends, my professors. So some tricks I have found with health and allergies. Obviously I know several people, including my friends and family, who have severe allergies. And if you guys have that, I know you have your own medication and system to deal with that. Go for that. Keep doing that. I'm not telling you not to, or trying to impede on your medication system for dealing with allergies. But if you are new to allergies, that are mild, or you're just getting sick because you're stressed out, some things that I do personally: drink a ton of water. I know I think I've talked about this before, and that it helps with skin and flushing out toxins in your body. That goes along with health and being sick. If you drink a ton of water and you keep yourself hydrated, that's going to go a long, long way. Going off of that, also eating healthy, it's kind of self-explanatory. Eating good foods, give yourself good energy for the day. It's very important. So eat a good breakfast, especially if you have a ton of things to do that day. You might not be able to sit down for a lunch. have a big breakfast, then keep some snacks on you throughout the day so you're not just totally ignoring eating throughout the day until dinner. And then for some weird herbal tricks, I know not everyone kind of believes in it or follows it, but I take Manuka honey, which hopefully I will point out here. Manuka honey is amazing. It's honey that the pollen is just from the Manuka flower, which is known for having healing properties. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth it. I take a tablespoon, and I hate honey, so I have to really power it down. But you take a tablespoon as soon as you start feeling sick. It's always like that moment you wake up and you're like, my throat's feeling a little tingly, or like my nose is a little stuffed up. I feel like I'm about to get sick. That exact moment, take a tablespoon of Manuka honey. I kid you not, it has cured so many little common colds that I've caught. It's unreal, but you have to catch it really early. If you ignore it for a day or two, it's not going to work. It will feel good on your throat, but it's not going to prevent you from getting sick. So I highly recommend Manuka honey. Whether you believe it or not, just try it. It can't really hurt. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe below. Bye.